Parents and educators, do you know how to keep your kids safe on Instagram? Well, we're going to talk in this Instagram app parent and educator guide. We're going to talk about how to keep your kids safe on it, what are some of the bad features, and how to dialogue with them so they're safe going forward, whether they have it now or not. Now, first of all, Instagram restrict feature it's featured in the news, and I want to tell you what people are saying about it. NPR says Instagram now lets you control your bully's comments. Instagram is one of the most popular social media networks among teenagers and a likely place for teens to be bullied. The scale of the platform allows hurtful comments or harassing posts to go viral. And while parents and teachers may be able to observe and stop bullying that happens face-to-face, online bullying is often hidden. Now, we're going to show you a little bit more about this, and in our members in our student and parent course, get to see how to turn this off and how to use it to the full effect. Now, Instagram marketing says, bringing you closer to the people and the things that you love. Instagram from Facebook. Connect with friends, share what you're up to, or see what's new from others all over the world. Explore our community where you can feel free to be yourself and share everything from your daily moments to life's highlights. There's a couple red flags in there. We're going to talk about them in a few minutes. Express yourself, they say, and connect with friends and learn more about your interests. There's a whole lot to unpack in here, but we're going to keep going and move on. Instagram and mental health in the news. Now, ABC Channel 12 News says police say Instagram has become the most used site for child predators. Yikes, seemingly innocent chat to start with. Michigan State Police Trooper Stephen said, with that simple information, it doesn't take long for a predator to locate their victim. Now, what is Instagram? Well, as I mentioned earlier, Instagram is an app and a website built around sharing photos and videos. Facebook purchased the app in April of 2012. Instagram users follow other users to see their photos and their videos. And users can like, comment on, share, or save other photos and videos and stuff like that. Parents, make sure you're also on this app with your kids or before they get it to know how it works. That's why I'm giving you a lot of this overview. Now, what can go wrong with Instagram? Well, BBC News says Instagram helped kill my daughter, says a dad. Molly Russell, 14, took her own life in 2017. When her family looked into her Instagram account, they found distressing material about depression, suicide, and more. Molly's father, Ian, says he believes Instagram is partly responsible for his daughter's death, says BBC. Now, who can use Instagram? Users must be 13 years old and older as of the time of this video. Accounts can be public or private, and this setting can be changed at any time. We'll show you more of that. Our VIP members, stay tuned and watch the parent and student video because we teach you how to turn that on and off. Next, the app is free to create and use, but users see advertisements relevant to their interests based on their account, data, and usage tracked by Facebook, the parent company, Instagram, and other algorithms. And users can have up to 5 accounts per login. Once again, VIP members, you're going to learn how Finstagram works, what that is, and how students add other accounts and why they do that. Now, what can happen because of Instagram? Well, Archbishop, this is from the NBC Bay Area, Archbishop Mitty High School senior was disenrolled over Instagram fitness photos. Real-life repercussions from poor decisions made while using Instagram include getting suspended from school, being fired from a job or internship, being detained by police, and getting into physical danger. You've heard it all, but I'm not going to just pick on Instagram here. It happens on every app. It just happens to happen more where your students hang out. Where there are a large group of people, that's where the bad people go and where the incidents can happen more often. Now, there's some features of Instagram I'd like to cover briefly with you. There's the feed, and this is where doom scrolling happens, where we find ourselves addicted. Consider it like Netflix, where there's an auto replay, the next thing, and it wants you just to be glued on the couch. This is where it shows posts from everyone that you might follow, your student might follow. And stories, which are temporary video, image, or text posts that generally disappear after 24 hours unless you save them to your highlights. We teach all of this to the VIP members. Direct, private one-on-one or group chats and messages that do not appear in a user's feed. That's really the inbox, the messaging that happens. Then there's Reels. Users can record and edit 15-second multi-clip videos with audio effects and other creative tools. It's 15 to 60 seconds. But Instagram and mental health is also in the news, and they work hand in hand. The Guardian says Instagram is supposed to be friendly, so why is it making people so miserable? For a growing number of users and mental health experts, the positivity of Instagram is precisely the problem. With its relentless emphasis on promoting perfect lifestyles, should everyone just stop scrolling? There's a lot of value in that final question, my friends, because I found myself on a personal note just deleting it for a week and being a lot more happy and productive in life. Now here's more features of Instagram. IGTV videos are similar to TikTok videos, but they can be 1 minute to 60 minutes in length. They're much longer form. You've probably seen them on Instagram, and they show up on your profile in a different tab. Discover is their search engine for Instagram. Most popular users are highlighted in the Discover screen. On the right-hand side, you can kind of see the Discover tab, actually. It has IGTV and Discover. We walk you through all this stuff in more detail. Then you've got the saved. Users can save posts to folders to view later, and shopping. It allows users to tap on brand tags, to save them to wish lists, or buy through Instagram's checkout process. Yes, there's Facebook. There's not only are you scrolling, getting advertised to, but you can also spend money in the app. There's a tremendous amount going on this very popular app. Now, know how to restrict comments. I'm going to show you a little something real here. Restrict allows users to restrict actions from anyone in their posts without the other user knowing they've been restricted. You can learn more in our VIP program, but essentially my good friend here, Dolly, let's say she said, rather than Happy Thanksgiving, she said something rude and mean. I could swipe, I could click on the restrict button, and then I could go over to report this comment, restrict, or block. I wouldn't do this to my friend, but you get the idea. That's a chance for your students to now have a vocabulary of what they're capable of doing if they feel like it hurts them, it hurts someone else, and so on. Now, Instagram harassment is in the news. The Atlantic says, my entire experience of high school was completely ruined by Instagram harassment, says the student. It's draining. It's anxiety producing. I'm used to people calling me names, says the student, but it's when people say that they're going to kill me or come find my family that really gets me in a sense of pure terror. And the title of this article says, Instagram has a massive harassment problem. The platform has cast itself as the internet's kindest place, but users argue harassment is rampant, and employees say efforts to stem it aren't funded well or prioritized. Now, there's hidden likes on Instagram also. And the big part of the mental health is, are we looking at quantity over quality and so on? This is what I want you to talk to your students about. In 2019, Instagram shocked the world, and they started hiding the counter of likes for certain users, and it's implementing with a percentage of users in various countries over time. Now, while each user can still see the likes on their own posts and what they garner, scrolling through your Instagram feed, you may not see the number of likes on posts from other users you're following. Just by doing this test, they taught us how very bad it is to look at the quantity of likes versus the quality of, is that an authentic post? Are you really looking at the numbers and comparing yourself to others? Something huge to talk to your students about. Now, what should you know? Instagram is incredibly popular with students. You know that. Instagram can have a severe impact on your students' digital footprint, but when used in a positive way, it can help them during the college or job application process. VIP members go in and watch the student and parent Instagram course to really learn how to use this to launch your student online before they need it. Now, when Instagram is used in a negative way, it can have serious real-world repercussions on your students' mental health. VIP members, once again, dive in, and it's going to give you the overview of everything you need to know. It's not uncommon for students to have a second or secret Instagram account called a Finstagram. The app has been known for bullying behavior. And once again, you can learn more by clicking those links below and diving in. We're limited to the amount of time we can do this here right now. But using Instagram can have a negative impact on a child's mental health if we're not careful. Scrolling and comparing are two of the biggest things here. Now, Instagram, like other social media apps, and not to pick on this one, they're known places for users to sell or buy drugs. And like other social media apps, predators can use Instagram to target and groom their victims. What can parents do, though? Well, before giving your child access to an app, download it first, please, by yourself. Spend some time using it by yourself. Then determine if the app is safe for your family to use. Talk with your students about the pros and cons of the account being public versus private, and remind your children that their online activity, even under a fake username, can impact their reputation. Now, also, Instagram stands out against online bullying. Talk about the dangers of communicating with people online who they don't know in real life. Discuss with your student how and when to control comments on posts, how to block, restrict, or even report other users to Instagram for bullying. Next, let your students know that they can come to you if they experience anything uncomfortable online. Do not assume your students already know this. Please have that dialogue with them and remind them this is not a one and done. This is an ongoing little tiny discussion, like a drip, instead of just one time having that talk. Next, help your student make decisions on managing the amount of time they spend on the app, and consider using Instagram's daily reminder or mute push notification functions, or setting app limits through Apple's screen time feature or other parental control software to help. VIP members, dive into that because we teach you all this stuff and more. It's 35 minutes that gets you everything your student needs to know. Remind your students not to participate in dangerous challenges or stunts on Instagram for social media attention. This happens on every single app. And dialogue with your students about the quality of relationships versus quantity of likes. Super important. Let them know they can always talk to you if being on Instagram causes them to feel sad, to feel anxious, or less focused at school or work, or especially at all depressed. SAD, and that's stress, anxiety, and also depression. Sad. Next, the positive side of Instagram. Instagram isn't all bad. When used correctly, it can drastically improve a student's search results and digital footprint. Students want to be on Instagram, which makes it a fun place for them to learn how to create that personal brand that helps them to someday shine online. As you can see on the left right there is a portion of my personal brand and how I put my best foot forward for clients, colleges, universities, and everywhere else. Now, our suggestions: grades 6 to 8. Consider planning. Students should consider planning for their future and creating a private portfolio of accomplishments to one day share publicly online. That's in middle school and junior high. Grades 9 to 12, consider making your portfolio public as a website so your positive online footprint can be found by colleges and future employers. That's in high school. We got to get working on that because students in colleges are noticing that students are branding themselves these days and looking online even more. You can learn more about that on the Student Branding Academy. Take that next step. Subscribe to the free smartsocial.com newsletter at smartsocial.com newsletter. Click the links below. We send out app guides like this one and other important social media safety updates twice a week. Hey, I want to thank all of our members who are watching this video and also everyone else on YouTube. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and review. Comment below. Let us know what you've enjoyed, how we can improve. I'm Josh Oakes. Thank you so much for all the support at smartsocial.com. As always, keep it light, bright, and polite because your students are watching. We'll see you all very soon. Have a great day.